En cambio, me quedaré como estoy, pero espero que no va a cambiar por ser amable, por siempre y para siempre. In English, I said, welcome to my first State of the Municipal Address. Joke. According to your modern parlance, joke only. But according to Sigmund Freud, the founder of the psychoanalysis, and every piece of joke, there lies inside it. But I would like to disabuse the minds of everybody that I have no ambitions of politics, although it is always my long desire to stand at the pulpit of Philippine Congress and deliver a speech with all the crocodiles will be watching me. So today, we celebrate the 88th-year founding anniversary of the United Nations with the theme, Cooperatives Build a Better World, which centers the importance of cooperation for all of us to make this world a better place to live. But sometimes you would ask, why problems arise? Why crises occur? Why is hunger prevalent in our country? But before I will proceed, let me share you a very beautiful story. This story about the two best friend engineers, contractor engineers. One is a Chinese and the other is a Filipino. One day, a Filipino friend visited in China for a birthday party invitation. When he entered his house, he was so amused by a big house, luxury car at the garage, and a wide swimming pool. And he asked his Chinese friend, how did you afford to buy all of this? His Chinese friend pointed his finger to the window and said, did you see that bridge? 10% of that goes to me. And he nodded his head, okay. And then, a year after, his Chinese friend visited in China for a birthday celebration. When he entered his house, he was terribly shocked by what he had seen. A big mansion, 14 luxury cars, 3 swimming pools, and a golf course. And he asked his Filipino friend, how are you able to afford for all of these properties with your low government salary? His Filipino friend pointed his finger to the window. Did you see that bridge? His Chinese friend carefully looked at the window, but he had never seen any bridge. I don't see any bridge outside. And his Filipino friend whispered to his ear and said, exactly. That's exactly. So you know exactly why sometimes you would ask, why is our country so poor? Why is life so hard in the Philippines? And the reason is plain and simple, because politics in this country is so corrupt. The United Nations was founded in the aftermath of World War II with its objectives to maintain world peace, to strengthen the bonds of civility between nations so that no nations in the world shall lift a sword against other nations. Today, or this year, we stand together under a powerful and timely theme, Cooperatives Build a Better World. Thus, together, we can transform this world into a better place to live, a world filled with love, happiness, and compassion. But despite the efforts of our world leaders to combat perennial problems, in an attempt to solve existing problems, but another one comes in, and worse, it is multiple. Why? Why we are so bombarded with a lot of problems today, man-made or natural calamities? I do not know the definite answer, but I am reminded by the words from the Holy Scripture in the first book of Genesis chapter 1 verses 27 and 28, when God told the first couple, Adam and Eve, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth, and I will give you all the authority to rule over all that are in the sea, all that are flying in the sky, and everything that moves on the ground, and everything that I've made. Take good care all of them, so that you will live. Take note, the words of God. Take good care everything that I made, so that you will live. But sad to say, the very people who were commanded by God to be the custodian of all His creations has been the reason of its great destructions to our planet. Where did we go wrong? What can you do to solve these problems? How can you solve the destructions of our planet, home to almost 8 billion people of different races? The rivalry of superpower countries are everywhere. War and conflicts are existing, and mass destructions of lives are real. And failure to solve this crisis often affects the most vulnerable and the poor people. What can you do as students of Ong Chitibacong High School to help solving this problem? You may think of yourselves of incompetence because you are still student. You are incompetent in solving this problem because you have no power, you have no voice, you have no influence. But every one of you can take part in the solution of this problem. And you have to believe that in your intrinsic ability you have the power to change the world. That in your intellectual capability you have the power to transform this country. But to do that, you have to have a good education as a great equalizer between the rich and the poor. That it tramples the wall of division of inequality. Rizal once underscored the importance of education, especially to every young man and woman, because he believes that the youth are the hope of the fatherland. Kamo mga kabataan sa Ong Chitibacong High School, you are the hope, kamo may paglaom sa ating nasod. But the important question is, are you really the hope of this country? If yes, then how's your study? Do you know how to read with comprehension? Do you obey rules and regulations in our school? Do you have care in our environment by not throwing garbage or any harmful objects like sharpened sticks throughout the premises? Do you pay respect to your teachers? Because as we notice, as I personally observed, more than 50% of the students of Ong Chitibacong High School wala may pamatasan. At least 80% of the students of Ong Chitibacong High School, mga arte o tapulan. That is a very bold and straightforward opinion. If you get offended, so be it. It is what it is. Truth hurts, but it heals. Every one of you can help building a better world if you have a better education. Every one of you can become hope of this country if you continue to engage, if you continue to collaborate, if you continue to be responsible, if you continue to be not just acquiescent in our social issues, and if you dare to ask questions. Be an intelligent person to be of useful for the country. I reiterate for emphasis, be an intelligent person to be of useful for the country. But how to be an intelligent person? Who are intelligent person? What are the characteristics of an intelligent person? In July 2015, when the late Pope Francis visited or had a papal visit in Central and Southern American countries, in one of his lectures, he was asked by the young lady from the audience in Espanol, and she asked, Santo Padre, ¿cómo convertirse